Hi, thanks so much for coming. My name is Kat, and this is Aphrodite Set Free. Autopilot leads to burnout. It drains your energy because it's making you a slave when you are royalty. I'm going to put up right here what I would define as a slave versus royalty. As you can see, a slave is automated. It does not choose. It's automatic. Royalty, on the other hand, chooses. It is aware. Slaves are always tired because they're always being told what to do. In this case, by your ego. Royalty, on the other hand, is always going to feel calm because they're always being taken care of due to the connection with their power. They are never told what to do by a slave. A slave cannot be connected to their power, and royalty cannot be told what to do by a slave, which is what the ego is, naturally. Because as you remember, slave means automated response, and that's what the ego is, automatic, reactionary. So when you think about it like that, it makes perfect sense that you have to be one or the other. You're either going to be a slave or royalty, and it's constantly up to you to decide to tap in and recognize that the choice is yours. I'm not saying that it's easy, although it's simple. I know that a lot of times we will be in our automated response and we don't know that we were automatic until later on we reflect and we think, like this happens to me all the time. I personally allow myself to be in slave mode a lot more than I'd like to admit. And so I'm on this journey with you. I'm not wearing my crown all the time, but it's always right there available for me to take it. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it a little bit more in depth. What does it mean to be connected to your power? Well, for one, we must be connected to our breath and our body. When we're connected to our body and our breath, then we are connected to ourselves, our inner state, and that is where our power lies. So, although this might sound very basic and obvious, it has to be said that the connection to yourself is what connects you to your power. We can't ignore that. When we're watching TV or making dinner or talking with people at work and we are in a reactionary, automated, autopilot state, this is going to drain us because when we're not in our bodies and tapped into the present moment, our energy is subtly being leaked away from us because we're constantly having thoughts arise in the background, under the radar, and we're constantly having feelings react to those automated thoughts in the background. We don't notice it, but at a very low level, our energy is going towards those things. And I'm not saying that it's possible to at this state that we're in humanity, I don't know if it's possible to just turn off those thoughts that will constantly arise, whether we like it or not. But when you're in an observing state and intentionally detached from them, that protects you. That protects your energy from going towards them. Whereas when they're popping up and they're under the radar, you're naturally giving some of your energy to them. And so presence is really a key here, because when we're tapped into our body, tapped into our power and present, that is when we are able to keep that energy from going towards those things. And we can be aware, like royalty, of where that energy is going and use that to our advantage and use choice, the power of our choosing where we want that energy to go. Versus in slave mode, that energy is just being given away. We're being told what to do by the ego. The ego is the master, and we are the slave. I want to say that that's just not how it should be, that the ego should not be your master. Naturally, it's a slave because it's autopilot. But in one way, you could look at it as a teacher. This experience is teaching us to grow and learn how to start to choose, because eventually enough of your energy is going to continuously be sucked out of you, where you're going to wake up and say, enough is enough. Enough is enough. It's time that I put my crown back on. And so in another sense, we don't need to look at it as this enemy that we're battling for control, because that's a battle you'll never lose. I guess I could say that. You'll never lose it. Eventually you're going to win. Consciousness will win. Win? Is that the right word? It's a battle you'll never win, though, I meant to say, because it's going to keep you in this loop. And the idea of connecting to your power is the only true way to connect to it is through releasing, through letting go. So you can't be in a battling state for your power, because the power that you gain will be a false version of your true power. It's going to be coming from the ego, and it's going to trick you. So before you start looking at this as a game of chess that you need to outwit the other, look at it more as a learning experience that you're observing, and use these challenges, the feelings that are negative that come up even subtly, as ways to notify you of where you currently are. And then you can use that as a pointer towards, where do I want to be? Because this is where I am. And is it where I want to be? This feeling that I'm feeling right now, if I don't feel super energized throughout the day, I don't feel good in my body, well, it's talking to me. And instead of me fighting with that conversation my body is trying to have with me, maybe I can open myself up and listen to what it's trying to say and use it to my advantage to learn, to expand, grow, and to let go. The reason I wanted to even make this video in the first place is because I think a lot of times we think that we're relaxing when we're actually on autopilot. What's the difference between relaxing and autopilot? You might be on vacation on a beautiful beach somewhere, but you're on autopilot. And so even though you might feel and think that you're doing something that should make you feel energized and relaxed, you're thinking about other things and you're actually still in the same vibrational state that you would be as if you were at home watching TV or making dinner. Maybe it might feel a little bit better, but I guarantee you, if you're on vacation for more than a week, eventually that regular natural vibration that you let yourself slip into is going to come back up. And you're going to just go towards that no matter where you are or what you're doing, because it's not about that. So I really want to distinguish between relaxing and autopilot. You can be at work and giving yourself energy in a state of presence, connected to your power, connected to your body and breath. Or you could be on a beach and thinking about things in the background of your mind, feeling good, but not feeling like the paradise is inside of your body, floating, and heaven is around you. That's the difference between slavery and royalty.